Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Let's Play with Wang. I'm your host, SlickWeng, doing her story. The game where we watch videos and try to figure out a story. And it doesn't seem to be doing very well. The game's very well, but we're not doing very well at figuring it out. It is awfully confusing. So, we have a lot of searches here. That we need to do, and I did find out one thing. This DB checker, all those green ones mean that we have looked at it. I don't know what yellow means. One volume missing. Yeah, don't really know what that means. So we have a lot of videos to still see. I mean, there's tons in there. So let's see. I have my handy dandy notes out, where I'm trying to sort out who is who. So I think I've figured out the woman in beige is supposed to be Eve. This one. And then I believe... Let's search Hannah. Let's see here. There was a woman in black. I think the woman in black is Hannah. Let's see this.
She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
So... Oh my god, I hate that stupid face that comes up. So, the story this one is telling, the one that I believe is Eve, is her and Hannah are twins, and she lived across the street. So let's search midwife, because one of these, she talks about her midwife.
Across the road, when my parents first lived there.
Florence. Okay, Florence. Nope, we've seen all those. I was thinking, because that last video we just watched, this one here, where she said, oh, she brought me across the road. I'm wondering why she had to be brought across the road and hidden. So let's try attic. There's a lot of talk about an attic, and they're all talking about the attic. Interesting.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
Interesting. So, I'm wondering if they interviewed the same, quote, person multiple times, and maybe that's why her clothing has changed. So maybe that's still supposed to be Eve, but now she's just in a different outfit. Maybe.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories.
We.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Hairs, huh? Hairs. Interesting. So we have evidently given her some kind of evidence. In fact, let's watch this one.
What kind of hairs?
Oh, damn. What kind of hairs? That was it.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind.
What?
But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
I have never heard that version of Rapunzel. Whoa. There is some stuff going on here. So the word pregnant comes up quite a few times. They all seem to have gotten pregnant.
Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room.
You had a big
And they decided we should get married.
Wow. Interesting. I'm still pretty well convinced it's all the same woman.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. This morning sickness.
Whoa. Okay, so the orange one is pregnant right now. Like right now. But I don't think any of them have actually managed to have children. So orange, I'm making a note. Orange is pregnant.
No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday.
On my birthday.
I told him I was pregnant.
I blew out the candles and I said, I'm bloody well pregnant. There is a child growing inside my womb.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
So, the one in beige, the one that I'm calling Eve right now, she was also a terrible driver. Let's see.
So I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep.
Let's see, is there some kind of... What else happened in Glasgow? No, that's not it. Glasgow? There we go. There we go.
Yes.
Yes.
I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car.
Wait a minute.
I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
So, wait a minute. Same clothing, hair down, hair up. But this interview is almost a full hour later, so could be put hair back and then interviewing with a new detective, possibly?
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Interesting. I think we already did this, but let's just... Yeah, we already did plenty of that. There is a lot of talk of Simon. Let's try death. Let's branch out a little bit here.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
Holy shit. I think this one killed her parents. I think that one killed her parents. Whoa.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed.
Mushrooms.
Was still pretty sick of the STD.
STD?
Yeah, I came down one morning.
Whoa.
They were dead.
They were dead.
They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate.
Mushrooms? So,
Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them. There's no way you would have picked death caps. But
I'm sitting here
please
like
believe that's what
mouth
happened.
open, like mind
They never even
blown.
looked in the attic.
Blown. They never looked in the attic. So wait a minute. Wait. Let's search parents. I'm kind of... The way that one just said that? Did she get left in the house after her parents died?
No. I lost the baby.
Lost the baby.
I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until... Well, it was only a few months after.
That was not very revealing.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. The miscarriage and then my parents.
So she has a miscarriage. All of their parents died. Okay, I'm figuring that one out. Unless, I don't know, why would you want to interview the same person several times and ask the same questions? That part doesn't make any sense. Okay, so Orange. Orange talks about mushrooms too.
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need.
Cellar.
Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
What? So, okay. So parents kills her parents and then leaves. But the police don't find her, so she doesn't go into the foster system. In fact, let's actually just search foster. No. Let's try orphan. No. Let's try alone. So I think she kills her parents, lives alone for a while as a small child. That just absolutely wrecks her brain. And now she has all these friends that are the same person within her.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton.
And
It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together.
just alone together.
Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Oh, that's right. You guys call vacations holiday. I'll have to search that maybe.
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him.
Oh.
We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird, in a way it hadn't been before.
So Simon actively gets to interact with this one and the one in black. Huh. I still haven't figured out why we killed Simon. What possible motive could there be other than just really freaking crazy? Let's try tape. No. Let's try bags. Ooh, yes sir. Let's talk about these bags that apparently had
It was after dinner. I had spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby.
About when you lived
There's
with
some
Simon's
boxes
parents?
in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with the torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them
Bin
open,
bags.
saw the body.
Body? What the fuck?
I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
What? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So she finds a dead body, but is Simon alive at that point? That's the question, because Simon's the one that's dead, right?
When will the police let me back in the house? And they let me take a bag of clothes with me, but
A bag of clothes.
okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the
And be
bed
like,
next
oh,
to
I
me.
didn't mean to fall asleep.
And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
See, now that just doesn't sound right. What I know of human psychology, too many details. Nobody remembers, especially if you don't think it's important while it's happening. I mean, you come home, your old man's out, no big deal, I kind of check a couple things, but you won't remember all those details because at that point, it's not important for you to remember the details. So something not right here. Still haven't figured out how Mr. Simon died. Lots of mysteries. The mystery, every time we pull a thread, thinking, okay, this one's going to unravel the sweater. Turns out it's to a different sweater. So anyway, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. Really appreciate the support. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am absolutely loving the whole mind trip thing that's going on here. So I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are too. Let me know down in the comments section what you guys think. And as always, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next episode.